Welcome back everyone to Let's Play War on the Sea in the US campaign, episode number 26. Very excited to get back into this one. You know, pretty disappointing last episode with the loss of the Bagley, but mistakes were made. Goal is to learn from these and to move on. So I need to do... I mean, I don't know how clear it was, but it was very easy for me to lose the Bagley and all the action. I was mainly focusing on the light cruisers, Brooklyn and Philadelphia, targeting the enemy Kuma, the enemy light cruiser. Wasn't really keeping track of how much damage the Bagley was taking. So we'll do a little bit better about that, especially because it was, you know, not even on camera. Well, some of it was, but... So, what's our plan? 120 command points. We have enough for a battleship. That's what we're going to get. However, I think I'm going to do something a little bit different. Because we don't really have enough sea points to support a full fleet at this time. We could get something like, so if it's 80 points, we can get North Carolina out. Washington, I would prefer. We can get the Washington out, and 40 points left. We can do like two destroyers and a light cruiser. Basically, we could do the same thing as we were doing with the carriers, but I don't really want to do that. What I want to do instead is, I want Task Force 11 to come back and add a battleship. They're down a destroyer, but they're going to add a battleship. Because this is I think this is like the perfect complement for a battleship. So we're going to retask one of our surface action groups from just being a cruiser surface force to being a battleship task force. And I think that's going to be really exciting. So that's the idea. That'll also buy us a little bit of time because Task Force 11 is going to take... Task Force 10, I should say, is going to take a while to come back here. They're licking their wounds, and we'll, we can beef them up with a couple more destroyers. Now, in the meantime, that buys us, gives us time to do some other things. What I would like to do instead is create a new sea division. And instead of doing a battleship right now, let's get out a few more submarines. And let's see, we have quite a few of the Tambers out there. They're only 4 points. Now, I know that I lose these pretty quickly, but even if we sink a single destroyer, they've paid for themselves. So they are worth it. I mean, it's a kind of sad thing to think about in that case. But, yeah, the Gar is going to get launched. We'll send her, well, just in this general direction. I'm actually, the curve that's happening right around here, the bend from, something like 60 degrees to something more like 30 degrees. I don't like that bend. I mean, that bend is good, but this one's not. So we'll probably readjust course when we get here. And I think it's the same thing as what I wanted to do with like the tuna and all that. Just have her adjust course eventually like that. And then the trout is going up there. That's perfect. So I want more. So let's get one other Tamber class. The Grampus. Are these just alphabetical? No. Yes. No. Okay, I don't know if this is the launch order, because these are alphabetical, but that could have been the launch order. So the Grampus, what a great name. Cannot forget the Grampus. That one is going to also start making its merry way to the AO. That's good. Now, the next thing I want is another set of ASW to patrol up here. And I was strongly considering... I'm even now still strongly considering adding a Brooklyn class to this one so it has scout planes. So that would make it not just ASW, but I mean, with only one light cruiser with it, it'll have the capability to take on light combatants. The problem with the main problem is that the Brooklyn is slow. She's not a very fast ship, 32.5. Obviously, if we go with the Fletchers even, these are one of the slower destroyers and they're 36.5, so... Like on the combat map, our destroyers will be held back waiting, and we don't have an alternative that's faster. So that's really what holds me back from choosing these. Yeah, okay, so let me just for now do another simple, the Farraguts, I think, now have more torpedoes. What did they add? I can't remember. Oh, dual purpose guns, that's right. So I think we'll just get 2 more Farraguts. What? I could have sworn I had some Farraguts out. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Okay. Were they porters? I just need them to do ASW, so they're not... It's not super, you know, just take the cheapest stuff. Well, anyways, we'll get the Farragut herself. We'll get the Dewey. Maybe I haven't. It's a fine... It's a good enough ASW force. So we'll get them to do something like this. Move. Kind of move more towards... is this Santa Cruz? Yeah. Kind of move a little closer to Santa Cruz just because I don't really know what's going on over there. Not that we're going to get much intel from the Farraguts. That's one thing I probably could have done a little bit better. Let's start running the game forward as well. It's probably one thing I could have done a little bit better is pick something with better surface radar. So these guys do not have very good radar. 11 nautical miles. What are the alternatives? So if we had wanted to do something else... yeah, we can just go this way. Radar, 11. Was it the first one's maybe the Fletchers? Yeah, okay, the difference is so small. It's just 2 nautical miles and all the destroyers are basically the same. Okay, so we're moving you back. We need to retask you, actually. Almost forgot. To move and basically to finish what Task Force 10 started. That's the idea, at least. And it's very nearly daytime, and... Okay. Time to start launching some airplanes. Let me make sure I didn't stop too early. Good. Oh, good, it starts at 1 now! Oh, you genius! Oh, look at this! Wow! Hey, gotta say, the game is being patched very nicely. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's start fanning these guys out. Our range, 351. So we'll do like 310 or so and then hook. Just to give a different return path. And actually I want to hook right because I'm going to move southeast myself. So if we did this, we'd actually cut across back our lines. If we do something more like this, then we'll be covering a different area on the way back, which is better. And I probably should do it like this so I can actually see later what I'm actually doing. So they'll probably do something like this. So let me just... There we go. Get another one. Okay, I'll pause and I'll start sending these guys off. Look, I frankly don't know if I have every airfield or whatever covered, but it's been like 15 minutes. They've improved this, by the way. I mean, you've seen the air interface has changed, but I'm going to just kind of go through F7, all the different airplanes that are going out. So we can get an idea of all the different routes that I'm doing to try to cover all the different areas. God help whoever had to do this in real life, because real lives were on the line, but the tedium is... I guess it wouldn't be as tedious if this was your only job and it was a real war being fought. Anyways, I just thought I'd show you all the different airplanes going out. There are a number of them. Did we already go through all of them? That didn't seem like that many at all. I'm going to cover down here a little bit more this time, just to make sure nothing's lurking off of Fort Moresby. Pretty good coverage over here. The ASW from multiple different ships, so different angles. Trying to cover this area, get as far out in the North Pacific, into the Pacific as I can. Just covering the area I'm assuming more submarines are as much as possible. Yeah, we probably did not do a good enough job covering. That looks pretty good. I think that basically I need to go back to my second carrier task force and get them to launch maybe a couple more Wildcats to the north. So I like that they start float planes at 0 by default now. Just get one to go as pretty much as far as they can this way. That's just an out and back. I don't mind. Okay, and now let's actually unpause the game, which is scary, because that's a lot of work. And now we'll watch the air coverage slowly go. Nashville's ready. Okay, we can actually start launching more, but frankly, I don't want to. Pause this video all the time unless we're careful. The main thing is Zebra. Get Zebra to her destination. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we have to do this one. Thresher has been spotted at last. Well, she's on the surface, so this is pretty clear. We're going to dive immediately. And that's it. I don't know where exactly they're coming in from. But, oh, I see them. Can we not use time compression? It's like you can kind of use it. It's like glitching. Oh, look. Just save this. Save ourselves the trouble. There's a second wave. I mean, this is a little bit scary, right? What else could be here? Okay, now we officially cannot leave time compression. Oh, wow. Are they dropping depth charges? Can I see? Yeah, just right about here. No, I don't think so. Just feeding the fish. Excuse me, my microphone's a little bit off. Excuse me. Excuse me. Suppose that they'll drop some more bombs there. That's fine. Just useless discharge into the ocean. Well, I will wait the rest of... Oh, yeah, there it is. Definitely not depth charges. I'm pretty is that shallow, or is that a glitch? No, yeah, it's pretty shallow here. Well, that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. It's actually shallow enough that we probably won't... This is cool. This is where we should be fighting more often, in my opinion. We should be fighting like this. Okay, now let's see. By the way, one other thing. While I'm here, when do we stop cavitating? 4... 6 is okay. 7. 6. Bad. 5. 5 is good. Okay, so 5 knots is our normal speed. 6 knots, cavitate. That's at 180 feet, but I'll just use that as a baseline. You shouldn't cavitate as quickly when you go deeper. Water pressure and all that, but that's fine. Okay, so, are we done? No. I'll be done in a minute. Hooray! That was still kind of a useful test. Thresher, I do like your position. I'm going to leave you there. I think that we're going to have to suffer through a lot of dive bombs, which is not what I'm thrilled about, but c'est la vie. And on we go. Alright, 60x, cranking up the speed, watching all the airplanes go out. I think CTF Baker, we're going to have you move back this way, though. And we have enough points, as long as we don't drop below... No, I want to send a convoy out with just one destroyer. Just to take Santa Cruz. We don't need anything there, just to take the island. So we have basic reconnaissance. And I can do that pretty... Okay, let's do it. Like, don't just talk about stuff. Do it. We will take... I want something fairly meaty for this. Probably... Oh, in honor of the recent Bagley loss. Get the Ralph Talbot. Yeah, I think the Bagley is otherwise a fine vessel. 16 torpedoes. Dual-purpose guns. Okay, we'll include her. And then we're gonna get 2... I think maybe 3 transports. I don't want to overload ourselves so that I don't have enough points to buy a battleship when the time comes. Don't think that's going to be the case, but okay, so 1, 2. If I go with 4, no, I think I should go with 3. Load 1 with troops and 2 with supplies. Okay, 36 points. That's going to knock us below. That's going to put us down to 64, but I mean 60, yeah, 64. But I think that's okay because we should be able to make up 16 points. And really what we need to make up is not 16, but 22, because we want at least one more destroyer as well. Still, this is going to load supplies. We can put troops on the destroyer as well. I forgot about that. Troops on one, and then supplies on both the others. So that'll be 4,000 supplies and 1,500 troops. That's a good ratio. I like that. So this is, ideally this would be a faster cargo fleet, but no, not the case. And this will be convoy. What the hell was it? Give me a sec. Because I wanted to say yo-yo. I don't know why, but it's actually yoke. So that was pretty close. Man, I feel like the updates are coming pretty nicely. Good job, Killerfish. You know, you released a product that had some bugs in it on opening day, but at least you're tending to the matter nicely. Supplies are dropping a little bit, and by the way, I've made up my mind. I have no problems editing the save file to give us more engineering and fuel, so that we can get bases up faster. It's not because it's not that it's unrealistic to think you can't build. I mean, let's see. Can you build more than a level 1 airbase in a week? I think you probably can, but beyond that, it's just that the pace of this game is so much faster. Like in one day we sink, and what is it? I mean, in 4 days we sink 16 heavy cruisers. The pacing of things is just way faster, so the resources really just, I'm going to modify them to match that. And obviously the Japanese have no problems with resources, so we are leveling the playing field, so to speak. Look at this wave of airplanes. That is really cool. I'm looking for any holes in our scouting. I'm seeing one. Directly north with you. I think that these were meant to be return paths, but let's just send somebody just as far north as we can, like this, and that's probably going to be double coverage with some of the people coming out soon. But I would like some safety. Okay, which wildcat? Where? Oh, right here. Okay, good. We got another submarine. Awesome. That was fantastic that this actually worked. Our little patrols are working. Yep, that looks like a good intercept course. Looks like a good one. Okay, step 2. Back to 60x. I'm living life on the edge. I'm drinking another soda. Oh my gosh, again? Okay. Alright, well. Dive. Start and retreat. I'll see you back in 180 seconds. Woo! We just barely got under. Just barely. So we're still going 11 knots. We should be diving pretty quickly. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. But make sure we continue to drop. Bombs are away. I think. Okay, but no damage. No damage. So they are just dropping bombs. Alright, good. Let's level out, but continue to dive to 180 is fine. And these will drop their bombs as well. We're directly over ourselves. There they are. Just aft of us. Okay, good. Time is up. We leave. So, just for the sake of the game, I'm going to move the Thresher a little bit further away. It would just be a pain to continue to deal with all those. Hopefully we don't have to deal with them all the time. Forever and ever. Still looks like a good intercept. Not finding the submarine that was over here. I do like our coverage patterns, though. I feel like we've done pretty well. Okay. Could be from this submarine. Let's ignore it. Back up to 60x. What is dog gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna move him into the slot. we're gonna make it so that it's impossible for... Okay. Oh man, interesting. So this will just be a strafing run, I guess? Possibly. No, it doesn't hurt to activate radar. Now we don't have almost any dual purpose weapons left, so this will all be close range stuff. You can see they're all trying to shoot, and they can't. That's okay. Oh, well, I think what, one of them does have some weapons left. I'm not expecting to get a hit on this one. Might even turn off the flak on that one. Yeah, what I'd like to target is the incoming interceptors, the zeros. Let's turn this back on. Okay, now let's open up. They are coming in. Just want to make sure they don't have any bombs on them. They're going to make a strafing run. I don't know how effective this will be. Flak is going up. Okay, here comes the fire. I wonder if the difference between the different AA capabilities is modeled in this game. Where are they going after? Oh, okay, good luck. What? That's... I don't think the Indianapolis is gonna much care if you strafe her, but fair enough. 2 airplanes down, I guess. Wait, just 1? Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, we got 2. I'll wait long enough for this to... Are they coming back for another round? No. That would be crazy. We still have a chance to shoot him down, then. Oh, the lead one is really wounded, too. But not to be. She's actually smoking. Son of a gun. Well, I will wait for the fires to die off. I think we're okay. We even have... Do we have one in reserve? No. So, man, I guess the cannons on those things are really brutal. Stop fire. And when I'll come back if there's anything interesting to report on the Indy. A report. Indy is having a hard time controlling her fires right now. Maybe that's finally it. Basically, I keep having to click off the ones, so the fire will spread, and then I'll have to click off this guy. Forget about repairs when we have a fire. Okay, see? Just like this. Yep. So I'm playing Whack-A-Mole, and I'll see you back, hopefully, when this game is victorious. I hope we don't lose. Okay, all set here. No damage. We're able to control the fires, and then I was able to continue on while the ship was repaired. Back to 60X. I don't have a good idea where Dog's position is where her best position is. I'm moving her into the slot right now specifically because it'll be protected by other active patrols in the area. Obviously, losing that carrier would be the worst thing. So in a weird way, I think it's actually... Okay. Another submarine. So they're obviously just going to continue to send them through this area. And I see that our destroyer is a little bit off course. Not that we can't. I think we can launch... No, not yet, but soon we'll be able to launch more. I mean, we can launch more from the Portland. Let's just launch... Maybe one aircraft, sure, just down here to verify where this Submarine is going. Hopefully we'll have made contact with her by then. And we'll just continue this way for as long as we can after that. Okay. Could just launch float planes at need. One's ready. Whoops. It's fine. Enemy spotted near Thresher. Oh god, no, not again. I'm really hoping one of these days that the depth is... What? Okay. Okay, I'll take it. The depth is 33 would be great. That would be an indicator that we're not alone. There's something interesting. Gonna keep moving the Thresher back away. Okay, so we're waiting for Able to find her target. Lots of ships crossing here. They don't have any cruisers. They don't have any destroyers left. The best person... Okay, first of all, what are we doing? We need to find... It's been over an hour. Where the hell is this... the convoy that we ran into? Why don't we have eyes on them? Okay, you're doing your patrol like this. Who did I launch that from? I don't know. Astoria now? Let's do somebody else to go this way. Can I take the middle arc? They could have tried to make back for port. Okay. And Charlie, you're going home, so I actually think we can launch your aircraft really aggressively. They might get shot down, but I just want to know what's going on. So we'll do something pretty aggressive. Right along the coast. Grab another one. Brooklyn, launch your aircraft. Also pretty aggressive. On the other side, perhaps. Like, if you can get through there, good luck. Should be all we need. I just, just get tired of clicking on all these aircraft all the time. Why are you so special? Astoria, okay, they're ready to launch aircraft. That's not a big deal. Interesting. Do we have... I don't think anybody can get there in time. Alright, I think it's going to be the same thing where we just... Oh my god, no. Just want to leave this immediately. Okay, navigate this way. Now, I don't want to end this battle if it's an attack on my ships, because that would be interesting. This will be the first time their air has done anything. Oh my god, it is. Holy cow, okay, alright, smokes. Holy cow, this is... Wow, how do they do it? Okay, this is a mayday. We have some real problems here. Everyone, maximum speed. Break off individual ships. Okay, so you break... Max speed. We're gonna have them zigzag eventually, but Indy, brake, max speed. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to have you actually just steady up on your current direction. Yeah, I want you to brake. Brooklyn, brake. Actually, you go hard to starboard. And Philadelphia, you, I think, just stay on your course. Doesn't look like you're going to be attacked. Who are they attacking? We gotta know. Put it up. Put up that flak. Okay. Hard to port. Steady up. They're coming around for another pass, it looks like. Oh my gosh, they aren't, but we barely avoided damage. We okay? Everything is good. No damage reported. Woo! That was, I would tell you, that was a close one. Now, I could stick around and watch the Kingfishers fight the dive bombers, but I'm not that interested in doing that. It seems like we did damage to every single one of them without doing fatal damage to any of them. Now, that's not necessarily true. This game won't model it, I'm pretty sure, but aircraft that have like this damage, they're very likely to have to ditch on their way home. So it's not, I mean, a lot of them won't actually make it. But that's not modeled, so we'll just keep on going. Okay, good, we got this one. And we see it's a submarine. Does that mean that we're gonna start, you know, in the usual way? Well, since we don't know, we have to assume yes. So, doing the same ASW type stuff that appears the enemy does to us as well. There they are. Okay, we're already fine. Fletcher. I think I have time actually to spin you around. Is it a little bit too overzealous to try to do this? No, it's fine. We have to remember where this one came from. Okay, Radford. Over here. Sea State. 5. Won't be easy. I could just have the Fletcher form back up. That way I don't have to think about her. And yeah, I guess this is just your standard ASW affair. I don't know if there's anything I need to show on camera. Although I haven't done ASW. Have I done ASW on camera lately? Oh, I see her. Whoa, slow down. I definitely see her right here. Alright, hard over to starboard. Crank it, crank it, crank it. Prepare depth charges. Start your pinging. Should be basically right over her. Oh, just missed her. Excuse me. Well, we got her anyway. Okay. I was gonna wait for the Fletcher to get her, but and truly the Fletcher did. So Fletcher, you're actually the lead now. What's your depth charge situation? 51, yeah, you have plenty. Okay, so Radford, you're going to spin around in a circle as quickly as possible. Meantime, Fletcher, you're going to pursue the target. We're in a pretty good line with her, so shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to do a little bit of cutting here. Depth charges are in the water. Barrage of 3. I'm kind of making a sweeping pass this time, more like not my usual thing where I just kind of... Oh, it looks good, a little bit off. Or just run right over them. Yeah, we were off to the side a little bit. But that's going to be a good hit. If it goes off. If it goes off. Well, that's a lot of damage to her. I don't know if that's going to be fatal damage. It certainly might be, you know, the kind of damage where she decides to come back to the surface. It's usually the kind of damage we get, unfortunately. So let's get the Radford to form up on us. But continue to watch the Fletcher just dead stopped in the water. There's her blowing of the ballast, pretty sure. Yeah, looks like it. So we need to get prepared for battle stations, essentially. Is she coming up? Yeah, she's coming up. Okay, well, here we go. You know what's frustrating is my gunners won't listen to orders. I wanted to give orders just to get my guns trained in the right location. But for some reason, these damn gunners don't listen to me. Fire manually over here. Like, that's where she's gonna come from. Can you just move your turrets that way, please? Shouldn't have to say please, I'm a freaking commander. Just do it, damn it, just do it. She's coming up, damn it. I tried to give the order to just fire at her. They won't. And make no mistake, this boat is coming to the surface ever so slowly. Alright, here we go. I mean, it's impressive. It shows how much damage she has. Oh, okay. There. We didn't have to deal with it. Fantastic. I was going to say, it shows how much damage she has that she's not even really able to get to the surface with the blown ballast. So that's good. Call this one a victory. 2 command points, so whoop-de-doo. Hey, we got to get closer. 3 submarines is another destroyer for our fleet, and destroyers, I think, are the most vulnerable. So we're going to have to be very aggressive with replenishing them. Something like this. Enterprise ready to launch. Yeah, I mean, another thing I could do, I don't know where the submarine went over here. It's very nerve-wracking. I didn't kill it, right? Keep launching stuff that way. It's terrifying. I don't know where that damn thing is. Hornets ready to launch again. Where the hell are they? But this cat and mouse, of course, that's what we like. These guys are racing each other to see who gets there first, but really the float planes are going to spot anything. I imagine that they'll be the first eyes on the scene. Okay, well, I took an impromptu break and decided I am going to fan out every single darn plane again. So let's go through it. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I also found out the trick. If you get them stuck behind, like right now, I can't select this task force. The trick is you just click on, in this cycle, the F7 cycle, you just need to find what is previous to that. It doesn't have to be exactly previous, but you can just kind of cycle this way. So instead of going through everything, let's go through everything. What are all our new airplanes up to? Let's take a look. So one more going up here, going this way, going that way, going up to the north again, another one up to the north. So I'm filling in the gaps that those float planes are leaving, and those are all on a return path now. One over there to spot the submarine. This is a little bit more aggressive. It's from the Brooklyn, so she's out of ammo. She's going for rearm, which means she'll get new float planes. I want to make a quick, side comment about this. There's no penalty for losing your float planes and then rearming, so I play it makes me feel bad, the way I'm playing with them, because they're digital lives. They're not real people. If they were real people, we probably wouldn't be doing this. We'll probably be avoiding these bases. But that's because real planes would be needed to be, we would need to replace these with real planes. There's no penalty. You can just replace them for free. So the game kind of incentivizes you to throw your Kingfishers away needlessly like this, especially if your ships are on a return path. But I want to apologize because it is a little bit immersion breaking, and for me as well, when I'm doing that. But I mean, it's kind of the same thing with manual fire. If it's available to me, I prefer to win rather than play perfectly realistic. Like, if I'm playing as the Japanese, I'm not going to lose the campaign just to keep this historical. Okay, so let's see. Rental Islands. Yeah, got some good patrol patterns. Nice fan arc to the west. The B-17s are now flying out. I only took 2 of them, so 6 are available for some mission. One's like this, and one's this kind of crazy path off to the east. I'm still nervous. Where did that submarine go? I'm also launching a couple of Avengers. 2 different patterns. And 1 Wildcat. I launched this one before I realized how 337 is just not enough range to do anything from New Hebrides. More aircraft being launched from my carrier. A good arc to our from north to east, I would say, that 90-degree arc. We still have some Wildcats already out from the Enterprise, covering that same zone. So we have pretty good coverage overall. And again, going up the area, returning, so I think we've cycled all the way back through. Okay, so let's continue moving forward. Enemy aircraft spotted near... Oh god, not again. I actually did send a group of 4 Wildcats up to the Thresher to patrol this, but it's kind of useless since they're not going to have any effect. The aircraft will just immediately resupply when they are destroyed or sent back to the base. Anyways, diving, and then we're retreating. And we're turning on the radar so we know how close they are. And then I will cut away. She did not get the order to dive. Oh, she did. Okay. I was like, we're just about to die. So this, hopefully we go down very, 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 very quickly. I'm not even going to try to change course at all because I want to get us below the surface as much as possible. Okay, looks like we're okay. Woof, that was a close one. Almost didn't dive in time. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pull the Thresher back a little bit. This is just a little bit too close. Woof. Oh, those were right on the money. Well, thankfully, we're okay. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, so let's pull you back. I don't know, we haven't found anything over here. There's nothing to... you know what? I think we're going to rebase the Thresher entirely. I don't think there's anything going on this side, so I'd rather have 2 submarines over here blocking this path, which is probably the more likely invasion route from Rabaul to Port Moresby is through this area. So we're going to make that decision. And then, what else do we have? A new wave of airplanes, just we watch it happen at this point, I think. Okay, we got him. Finally got him. Oiler and Merchant. Oh my gosh, that's right! There's only an Oiler and a Merchant left. Well, this is, I think, I mean, we're not going to be able to... This is actually good. So the Gato is going to go position herself exactly where they have come from. Let's ignore this. So Gato, your task, you don't have to make that pass anymore. We're just going to sit you right in this channel to guard. And Task Force 11 is going to continue to make its way up. We're going to do a bombardment of Shortland Islands and then cycle these guys back out for rearmament. Which means Dog is going to be the one responsible for Oiler and Merchant. We really don't have to go too crazy here. I think 4 Avengers would be enough with level bombing. And that's, I mean, that's still a lot of anti-aircraft because these merchant ships are way overarmed, but I think it's okay. We could even send in Wildcats. I actually could send in Wildcats. I think we would get the job done with 4 each. Would we lose any Wildcats? Well, Wildcats are probably less important. This is a really interesting call. Dive bombers would probably get in there without any casualties, but yeah, I think I'm going to go with 4 Avengers with HE bombs. We probably could use rockets. Maybe I can use rockets and give it another shot. because I've been told that... no, I think I would have to send all 8 if I want to use rockets, though. Okay, we're just going to go with bombs because they're just gameplay-wise, they're better. And I don't know if that's a good thing, that's a bad thing. Is it fun to watch? Those things I don't know, but I know that they are better. So we'll go with those just for this strike. And might be able to get that one done on camera. Continue to watch everything that's going on. Hornet is ready to launch aircraft. So it's just a wonderful wave of aircraft. And it's 8 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock in the morning now. So this is our second wave. First one went out at 5, right at daybreak. Second wave going out about 4 hours later. Okay, cool. We got something else. Another 2 more heavy cruisers. And this is exactly why we did not want to launch our dive bombers. We now have a perfect task for them. And they are ready to go. Now, I want to also launch my... 6 hours, 0.6 hours. I wanted to launch my Wildcats. Do I have any other aircraft in the area which can be of service? No. Because this is pretty close to Shortland Island, so the dive bombers might be attacked by Zeros. And it's a risk we're going to have to take, obviously. And we do have our own surface task force going that way. So I suspect there will be another surface engagement. Yeah, so Baker, we actually do want you to come back in as quickly as possible. The protection of the slot. Because we are able to patrol these entrances. It's kind of nice. It's like a little fortification in here. Excuse me. But 0.6 hours is actually enough time to probably get those Wildcats up as well. Okay. I don't know why they're going this way, but it's fine. And at 47 minutes, I'm going to call this video to a close here. We'll conduct this bombardment very first thing in the next episode. And then we'll also see how the Dauntlesses fare against one of the... I mean, this is 2 of the last 3 Japanese heavy cruisers, if I'm not missing my count. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Until the next one, stay safe and take care.